We are on YouTube, guys, and YouTube. I'm on TikTok. TikTok, say what's up to YouTube. YouTube, say what's up to TikTok. Say what's up to TikTok, YouTube. I'm doing 2 lives at one time, man. I'm going to try to multitask here. Guys, can you guys hear me, man? Mic check, mic check. Can you guys give me a mic check? Thumbs up on YouTube if you can hear me. I'm not using the mic for TikTok, but I'm using it for YouTube. Is it working? What's going on, YouTube? How you guys doing? Just give me a thumbs up if that mic is working, if you guys can hear me. TikTok, guys, I am live on YouTube right now. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok. Shout out to TikTok, man. Everybody gave me a thumbs up. All right, we got Javante Davis fanboy in the building. We got Sean Breezy. What's good, Coach Ant? We got Kirk. For real, excuse my language, but hell yeah. What's going on? What's good, Coach Ant? I bought the Master Bundle yesterday. Let's get it. Yo, that's what's up, man. I appreciate, man, everybody who's taking advantage of the Black Friday sale. Just so you guys know, today is the last day, Cyber Monday. We got bundles starting at $27. You guys can all go to the website, CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. I got bundles for beginner boxing bundle, how to, make them miss, make them pay. The Master Boxing Bundle, which has everything, man, 98% off. TikTok. I know I don't really go on here promoting on TikTok, but 98% off everything. Today's the last day, though. After today, I'm getting rid of the sale. We're raising the prices up. You will never, ever, ever in your life see me sell my courses this cheap ever again. So if you took advantage of this, you guys are very, very intelligent, man, because anybody who knows, I put out nothing but quality. And at the end of the day, the stuff that I'm giving you guys is a no-brainer. Let's go ahead and talk to my man, Mr. Special Feature. As long as we talk about why he has, okay. I see you talking to Javante Davis. What's going on, Mr. Special Feature? Big shout out to everybody, man. So listen, today's topic, man, let's talk about it, man. Ajani, what's up, TikTok? Ajani, say, look, I'm trying to multitask, man. I'm trying to multitask, guys. For y'all who don't know, TikTok meet YouTube. YouTube meet TikTok. I am doing two. I've never done this before in my life, man. As you can tell, I'm a rookie. But at the end of the day, guys, let's talk about some discipline today. Let's talk about discipline. Hold on. I gotta throw that up there, man. Love that Master Bundle, Coach Ant. Can't believe you sold this quality of instruction so cheap. I appreciate it, man. There's no doubt about it. I know, man. I Honestly, man, I stabbed myself in the foot and kind of sold this stuff too cheap. However, I'm not even mad about it because I'm glad that it's in the hands of people who really support me, people who really want to see and learn. So at the end of the day, I'm super excited about that. But let's talk about discipline, y'all. We got the first of the year is coming up. The first of the year is coming up, and a lot of people, we got a lot of goals. Everybody likes to do New Year's resolutions, whether that's for weight loss, whether that's for business, whether that's for, taking boxing more serious, whether that's for, being more organized. First and foremost, man, I would like to know uh, what are some of your New Year's resolutions, right? Like I know some people out there is like, man, I don't do those New Year's resolutions. Let's just say you did, hypothetically speaking. What would be your New Year's resolutions? Let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat. I want to see what some of you guys want to do better this coming 2025. Let's talk about that, man, because I think it's something important to talk about, right? Because every year, every day, we should strive to be better. But at the same time, I would like to see like what are some of your goals for 2025. So let me know what some of your goals are in the chat, guys. For me, I got a bunch of goals. You know what I mean? First and foremost, man, I got to get in the best shape I've been in a long time, man. I'm not even gonna front. Like a lot of you guys might have seen me earlier this year. I was really starting to gain some weight. It was looking bad. Now I'm starting to lean up a little bit, but I still got some to lose. I mean, luckily I lift weights, you know what I mean? So I got some muscle under there. But at the same time, I want to lose probably like another 20 pounds, I'd say. That's one of my resolutions. And right, if I can get down to like 180, 185, like right now, I'm probably somewhere floating in that 205 mark. If I get to like 180, 185, get rid of my love handles and all of that and look nice and shredded, I think I would be super, super happy. I think that would be one of my goals, right? Like one of my goals that would make me extremely happy, right? Look lean like I did, maybe like 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was pretty lean. You go back 5 years ago and look at some of my YouTube videos, my Instagram posts. I was real nice and lean, and I wasn't just a guy who was always lean. I was a guy who's always done this. I've always went up and down with my weight. You know what I mean? You can go back and see it. Like sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. But this is the longest that I've been up. Like from 2020 to 2024 is probably the longest stretch where it was just like I was just floating, like floating in that 230 pound, 235. Like it was just sloppy. It was just like it's so disrespectful to a guy like myself who's a professional boxing coach, a guy who's been out here for years. And you know what's crazy? Like a lot of boxing coaches be out of shape looking. I ain't even gonna front, but I'm holding myself to a higher standard. You feel me? So for me, that's one of my goals. Another one of my goals is to post more on YouTube. I feel like YouTube this year took the back seat. As you guys can see on TikTok, I got a whole gym back here. You know what I mean? You guys can see on YouTube, I got a whole gym. This took up a lot of my time and energy this year. So, we went ahead, we got this facility, we renovated it, and then a lot of my energy went into just, trying to put together a nice program for the people who sign up, and get the right people involved and stuff like that. And that took a lot of my energy this year. So my YouTube kind of took the back seat. But my goal is to come back to YouTube aggressively and really start really posting the way I was posting at one time. There was a time where I didn't miss any posts, 2 to 3 times a week, just a lot of information being given, a lot of game. So that's another resolution, right? Another resolution for me is to start my online subscription model for you guys, where we're going to be giving you guys some real in-depth content, stuff like what you're seeing right now. But, for my people who are part of the subscription base, so you guys can go ahead and learn, pick my brain, pick Eddie's brain, and any of the fighters that we bring on to help you guys, right? So these are all like some of my personal resolutions. You know what I'm saying? Yo, coach, is the gym open now? Nah, the gym ain't open right now, brother, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? The gym ain't open. So these are some of my personal resolutions. So I want to know what you guys got, man. My man Sean Breezy said he want to perfect his boxing. He want to perfect his boxing, and you know what I mean. That's what's up. I mean, honestly, that's a dope. I mean, we're in a boxing. You're in a boxing uh, live stream, right? So I would expect for boxing to be one of your resolutions, man. So absolutely, you know what I mean. What's your plan though? So what we have to make sure, we do though, guys, this year. Uh, who's that? Who's that? Naughty. Oh my God, I haven't seen you forever. How you doing? How you doing? How's everything? I'm not even sure who I'm talking to right now to keep it a stack. Naughty, how you doing? So listen, we have to make sure we do one thing. You know what I mean? One of the main things that we have to make sure we do is if you make a resolution this year, and if you can't see right now, I'm live on YouTube, guys. I'm live on YouTube. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm live on TikTok, just trying it out. I never go live on TikTok. Um, But we got to make sure that we have a plan, y'all. We got to make sure that we don't just have a wishful thinking. So Sean Breezy, for instance, you want to perfect your boxing, but what is your plan? How do you plan on perfecting your boxing, right? Like, so for me, I already got my plan on how I'm gonna cut down the weight. I already got a plan, right? My plan is I'm gonna hit a certain number of calories every day. I'm gonna hit a certain number of steps. I'm gonna weight train. I'm gonna do my boxing training. You feel me? That I do for myself. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hit at least 200 grams of protein every single day, right? So I got a plan, right? Like, what is your plan to perfect your boxing? You know what I mean? Do you have a trainer? You know what I'm saying? Are you working by yourself? Like, what are some of the plans that you have? You got to have these plans. You know what I mean? My man Money Stack said he gonna start his own clothing brand. That's what's up, man. Just make sure you send me something, bro. What's good, y'all? My man said make sure you get that proper water intake. Yeah, so you know a lot of people they talk about hydration and you know hydration, man. You know typically like half of your body weight is what they recommend, right? So if you weigh 200 pounds, 100 ounces of water is typically the right amount. You know what I mean? I just saw a study recently where they said that you should only drink when you're thirsty. So there's a lot of information out there, but for me, man, I think drinking about half of your water, half of your body weight, man, that's what seems to work. You know, 200-pound guy drinking 100 ounces of water. As long as you're exercising, you know what I mean, and sweating, that should be good. You know what I mean? If you need a little bit more, you drink a little bit more. I want to level up my mid work. I have enormous strides, but I feel like that OG level of mid work. Yo, so you know I'm gonna come out with that mid work course. I actually have a lot of the mid work course already recorded, but I'm gonna re-record it and redo it. So yeah, be ready for that, man. I kind of been bullshitting with releasing it only because I really want it to be like up to my standards of how I want it to be. You know what I mean? So for me, it'll be out soon for sure. I'm working by myself. I'm gonna go through the courses and a few workouts I've done when I was at the gym. Yeah, man, you got to, Sean. Sean, you may benefit from doing like a coaching call with me. I don't know if you're aware, but you could do a coaching call with me where I can go ahead and have a personal conversation with you, and then from there maybe kind of guide you. That's a service that I do provide. You can go to the website and check it out, coachanthonyboxing.com. Look at the 2.0 Elite program. I think that that's something that may benefit you, man, if you don't know where to begin. You know, and a lot of people who grab my courses, they buy my courses, but they don't quite know where to begin, man. They'll just buy the courses and be like, all right, well, what do I do now? Well, one of the main things you could do is you can actually contact me and I'll get on a coaching call with you and guide you, right? So these are things that you do have access to that I would take advantage of because I might be able to tell you one or two things that you could run with. You feel me? The best thing I could tell you guys though, man, is you don't want to wait. You do not want to wait until January 1st to get started. You don't want to wait till January 1st to get started. What you want to do is start now. Start now. You don't want to wait till January 1st to get started. Start working on the habits now. So when January 1st comes, you guys already got the ball rolling. You know what I mean? Today is what? December 2nd, right? So you already let the first slide because it was a Sunday, right? Today's Monday. Today's Monday, right? So let's go ahead and let's start now. You know what I mean? Today I had a pretty solid Monday. You know what I mean? I ate within my caloric range. I lift weights. I got some good steps in. How many steps I get today? I'm not even happy with the steps I got in, but I got 13,000 steps. You know, it's not bad. I'd rather hit like 20. But at the end of the day, I ate well. Um, you know, and I handled a lot of business. I posted a new video on YouTube. You guys should check it out. Advanced Footwork Drills with Davika. That's a dope video that we dropped today. So there you go. I'm already sticking to my script. You know what I mean? I'm going live on TikTok, even though I don't never use TikTok. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to just, you know, incorporate some of the stuff that I'm trying to do December 1st. I'm trying to do it. I mean, January 1st, I'm trying to do it now. I'm trying to get into a habit now. One does. Why so many motherfuckers who never box think at 25 they could start boxing and become a champion? Maybe it happened in history, but the odds are so tiny. So, yo, yes, you make a good point. You make a good point. A lot of people never boxed before, want to start at 25 years old, and then they want to become a world champion or whatever. And it's very, very difficult, y'all. So if you've never boxed before and you think you're going to become a world champion at 25 years old, it's definitely a difficult task. However, I never like to discourage anybody. I never like to discourage anybody. I never like to tell somebody that they can't do something because at the end of the day, you don't know who's who. You feel me, Juan? You never know who's who. Like, you might tell somebody that they can't do it and then they fuck around and do it. So for me, is if you tell me you want to do something, I'm always gonna say go for it, brother. Or whatever, you know, love, whatever. If you're a female, I'm gonna say go for it. But at the end of the day, just understand that it's gonna come with a whole lot of sacrifice and a whole lot of commitment. And if you're not willing to put in that work, you're not gonna get it. You know what I mean? You're just not gonna get it. So, you know, for me, man, I'll never tell somebody what they can and can't do. However, what I will do is just let you know what you're in store for. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hard work. Don't want things they could start hooping at 25. Well, it's different for the NBA, bro, because the NBA, the NBA, you know what I'm saying, you have to get selected by the NBA, and typically you got to go to high school, play high school ball, and then you got to play college ball, right? Where boxing, I could take a guy off the street and turn him pro. I could take a guy off the street and turn him pro, right? So for me, it's like it's not the same. It's not the same comparison because I could take a guy, anybody who's never boxed before, train him up and turn him as a professional boxer. So it's just different. You know what I mean? I get your point though, but you know, trust me, anything's possible though. Money Stack, shout out to Davika, yes sir. Frank Martin started at 18 and look how far he came. He's not the only one. A lot of you guys forgot I trained a fighter by the name of Tevin Farmer. He started at 19 and he won the world title at 29. So I mean, anything's possible. Peace, coach. How you feel about weed and training? Can you do both successfully? See, if you're asking me a question like that, right? If you're asking me a question like that, what that tells me is you're trying to ask me how you can be undisciplined and be successful at something, right? Because we all know that it takes discipline and sacrifice uh, to reach your goals, right? So I'm not saying you're the guy smoking, but let's just say you are. If you don't want to stop smoking for the better good of boxing, for the better good of your career, then that tells me that you're trying to be undisciplined. You know, that's what it basically tells me. You're trying to be undisciplined, you're trying to cut corners. So for me, man, can it be done? Maybe, but why would we do that? Why would we make this shit more difficult than it needs to be? What we need to do is eliminate as many habits as we have, as many vices as we have, so we can go ahead and be successful. You feel me? TikTok, man. If you guys want to go ahead and join in on this, man, I'm about to cut the TikTok off because my phone's about to die. But you guys can go to my YouTube channel and you guys can go ahead and come in and ask your questions. All right, guys, my phone's about to die, man. But peace to you guys, man. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, my phone definitely about to die. I never go live on TikTok. That felt weird. I'm gonna be honest. That shit felt weird. But I gotta go ahead and get used to it. Cause I'm definitely trying to blow up my TikTok. Can you go down the list of riot season and give us fight? You know what? That's a good live stream idea. I'm not gonna do that today, but that's definitely a dope idea. I'll probably do that soon. Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys out there, man, they wanna have their cake and eat it too. But when it comes to combat sports, see the difference between combat sports and basketball and football and someone maybe not say football, but definitely like basketball, right? Baseball, even football. Um, you know, those guys, I mean, everybody's getting tested, but my thing is like in boxing, um, there's another dude on the other side of the ring trying to knock you the fuck out. Let's just be honest, right? Like that's the reality of the sport. So if you're doing things that are going to potentially make it more difficult for you to perform, like you're getting gassed out or whatnot, or whatever, it's just like we don't want any of these issues, right? So we eliminate all bad habits. We try to get proper sleep, try to eat right, try to train right, rest right, recover right. And if you're smoking or whatever, that might tap into your conditioning. You feel me? And then it's just like, I mean, you got some guys who may say, "Hey, man, I focus better with weed, man." Maybe, but at the end of the day, man, I just say eliminate all bad habits. You feel me? Coach, which ounce gloves should beginners use to start hitting the bag or trading in general? I say start with 16 ounces, man. Depending, unless you're like a little kid or a girl or something. 16 ounces, man, protects your hands pretty good. A lot of the pros like to work out with the 10s and the 12s, but I would start off with the 16s. Coach, any advice for a 50-year-old novice who would like to have an amateur fight in the master division? Oh man, just get started, man. Just like anything else, man. If you're 50 years old, you have experience, life experience, which teaches you, that when you want to start something new, you have to be a student, and you just have to be willing to be a student and go through the process. And even though you're 50, be patient, because I know at 50 you may feel like time's running out, but there's people in the Masters tournaments fighting at 60, 65 years old. So, for me, I would just say be patient, be a student, and make sure you're prepared and you could defend yourself and then take it from there. Guys, don't forget, man, all my bundles that are on sale right now, they will be ending today. Today is Cyber Monday. I'm still running my Black Friday sale, man. We got Make and Miss, Make and Pay bundle, How to Box from Any Range bundle. Let me go ahead and take this right off the screen, man. We got comments on the screen hiding that. We got all my individual courses, $27. Today will be the last time you see that $27. I promise you that. The 150 killer combo bundle, the master boxing bundle, 98% off. Today will be the last time you see that 197 on the screen. The beginner boxing bundle, $27. I mean, any of you guys out there, the defensive wizard, $27. You know what I mean? Any of you guys out there, man, who see this sale. I know a lot of people see me do sales every single year, and they're probably like, oh yeah, Coach ain't gonna get rid of this sale. This is 100% the last time you're gonna see this sale. You will never see me sell anything for $27 again. This was literally an anomaly situation. I went super cheap, and you got to think, for $27, I'm selling 3 courses, not 1, 3. Beginner boxing bundle has builds you from the ground on 1.0, 2.0, footwork drills, access to the community, and an ebook. You feel me? Easily, you know what I'm saying? I was selling each of those courses for way more than that in the past. A lot of people paid a lot more. So anyway, make a long story short, man, take advantage of this today. If you're watching this live stream, take advantage. It should be in the, the link description in the bio. You should be able to pick your choice, you know what I mean, and grab something. Thank you for the super chat. What do you think about the Mayweather pad system? I think it's very fun. I think that, it's definitely something that has helped fighters over the years. Fighters love it. You know what I mean? But as far as it replicating real boxing, it's definitely not that. But it's something that can help you with, your reflexes, eye-hand coordination, cardio. It's a lot of fun to do. You kind of run through all the different techniques that boxing has, with the exception of the footwork, right? There's not a lot of footwork involved, but like the upper body movement, the combinations, the defense, the catch counters, you get to run through all those things. So, it's cool to do. I do it. You know what I mean? I don't do it exactly how Mayweather does it, but I've done very similar things. And I know how to do the Mayweather mitt work exactly like Mayweather. I just don't do it anymore. I used to do it back in the day, but I just don't feel right doing their system. But yeah, I mean, it's something to do. Put it that way. It's like hitting a speed bag, right? Like when you hit a speed bag, you don't fight like that, but you'll still stand in one spot and go like this, right? So it's like, it's just one of those things. When did the sale end, and do we have access forever? The sale's about to end, bro. Today's Cyber Monday. After I cut this live off, it'll probably be on for a little bit, and then after that, man, I'm taking it off. So yeah, today's Cyber Monday is the very last day of the sale, man. I rocked out for about a week and a half before Black Friday, and then today, it's Cyber Monday, so I just decided to keep it up there. But yeah, we're getting rid of the $27. We're getting rid of the $197. You're never gonna see it again. I'm not even bringing it back for Christmas. You know what I mean? None of that. Like, that's it. Like, it's over. So if it's something that you guys are interested in and you guys want to save your money, now is the time to go ahead, cop up, get it now, get anything that you want from the website now, steal it, because that's basically what you're doing. You're stealing it. You know what I mean? And once you go ahead and you grab it, man, you own it. You know what I mean? There's not going to, when we change to a subscription-based model, you own it. You don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? That's another thing. That's another benefit. So I'm basically rewarding the people who are acting fast right now, who are like, yo, I'm on it. I'm going to grab it. You know what I mean? You're going to get rewarded with that. You know what I mean? Anybody who hesitates, who's on the fence, who keeps procrastinating, then I'm just gonna, it is what it is. You'll still get a deal. Like I'm always giving deals, right? Like anybody who knows me knows I'm always giving good prices. I'm just never gonna give these prices this cheap. I'm never going this cheap again. Like I've said, I'm not gonna do a 90% sale ever again. And what I do, I did a 98% sale, right? But I'm this is the wording that I'm going to use now. I will never sell my stuff for this low of a price ever again in my life. Even if that means people don't buy my shit. I don't care. I'm not selling it this cheap because the stuff in there is just too high value for me to be giving it away at this price. So take advantage, guys. Coach, I had the beginner boxing bundle. I'm starting to hit the bags. Could I shoot you an email, me hitting the bag? Bro, you got access to the private community, Q. So what you got to do is go into your emails, find the login for the private community, right? Let me show you guys the private community real quick for those of y'all out there who don't know what it looks like. Let me just show you something real quick, bro. Check it out, Q. Share screen. Boom, there we go. Boom, right? So y'all can see my screen. Y'all can see the screen, right? All right, but let me go ahead and take that off the screen. Boom, right? So Q, you'll join this right here. And as you can see, look, we got people in here showing me their work. Man hitting the body protector. You got my man hitting the bag right here, right? My man Johnny holding the mitts, right? Another guy hitting the bag, my man Santiago. You know what I'm saying? You got my champ Emil hitting the bag, right? So look, man, this is where you come. This is where you post. You don't got to send me an email. Once you went ahead and grabbed the Master Boxing Bundle, this is it. This is where you come. So now I can see your work, right? Look, people conversating with each other. You know what I'm saying? Everybody working. You know what I mean? Like, look, these are all different people. Everybody's working. You know what I mean? So this right here, man, is worth it by itself. This is worth it by itself, man. Look, I could just keep showing y'all. Man. This is it. All right, look, all day long, man. All day long, right? So people are active in here, man. Right? So that is part of the purchase, right? So right now, I'll give you an example. Right? When you go over here and you grab the Master Boxing Bundle, you can see right there where it says right under the courses, that's the community with the ebook, right? But that's also for the beginner boxing bundle. Look, the beginner boxing bundle gives you the community and it gives you the courses and the ebook, man. So you got it already, champ. Post that up. All you gotta do is say, yo, Coach Anthony, man, can you take a look at this? I'll be more than answering you. And look, it's right on my phone, bro. Look at my daughter. Look at my beautiful daughter. You'll need to unlock your iPhone first. Relax. Now, iPhone be tripping. Look at my beautiful daughter, right? So, yo, check it out. Right now, I go right to my phone, right? You see that? Hold on. See that? It's right on my phone. I'll press that little button right there. And boom, I'm in here. So all that stuff I just showed you, I go right to my phone. All right. So you post the video, you tag me, that little notification button on the bottom of Facebook hits. I look at it. I see, yo, Coach Anthony, blah, blah, blah. Yo, let me see what man's talking about. Let me go ahead and reply. Done. You feel me? Like, no brainer, y'all. No brainer. You see what I'm saying? Invest a little bit of money and you got that kind of access. It's really a no-brainer. $197, you get all them courses for real, 100%, bro. But you gotta act now. You'll never get it for that price again. You'll never get it for that price again. One more time. Let me share the screen for y'all. Let me share the screen for y'all, man. Listen, I like to show people better than I tell them, right? Because everybody out here talking. Everybody out here talking, right? But not everybody's walking. Not everybody's walking, man. A lot of people just like talking, right? So boom. We're here. We're here, man. You inside the Master Boxing Bundle right now. Build you from the ground on 1.0, 2.0. Look, let's just click on the first course, 1.0. Here we go. I don't got no pictures right there, though. I'm kind of mad about that. Should have the pictures, right? But let's just say we click on that.
Okay, so now we're going to go into the mirror, and this is the more advanced mirror version. So now Eddie's going to go ahead and work his jab. In this, I'm not going to go so slow with it. What I'm going to do is,
talk about that. Anyway, these are all the videos. These are all the videos right here. Let's just say I click on 2.0, same idea. Same idea. I mean, that's just a whole nother course, right? Just an advancement, right? Footwork drills. I mean, look, I'm showing y'all under the hood. I'm showing y'all under the hood, man. Look, like, these are all the videos. Like, this is individual courses. Like, that's 3 defensive principles 101, right? We under the hood, y'all. We under the hood, like, that's all the video. Let's just look at more, like, all right, let's go back. How to set traps and counterpunch. I mean, we could do this all day. We could do this all day. All day. We could do this all day. Right? These are just each course. Angles and how to create them. Like, I don't know. Like what else I got to show y'all? Like, you feel me? To add, this is what you're getting with the private community. How to box from the outside. Like, it's all here, bro. It's all here. All right, so y'all get the point. I'm not gonna continue to do this. Y'all get the point. This is the library that you're getting right here. Y'all get the point, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to do a little bump for the Philly shell. It's just an extra, I don't know, I forget how much. It's a small little extra fee for that one, since that's the most highly demanded course. It's crazy. It's such a ridiculous deal that I'll never do it again. It's such a ridiculous deal that I'll never do it again. Like, I'm happy. I'm torn because it's like I priced myself way too low, but at the same time, I'm happy because people are actually getting it. So it's like one of those things where it's like, listen, man, it's all good. Blessings come in different ways, bro. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I hope you guys get blessed with the information, and I'll just continue to get blessed in life. And it is what it is, man. But I highly suggest that you guys don't sleep on this. You guys take advantage of it. I mean, I just showed y'all what y'all get. You know what I mean? It's all real. You know what I mean? I'm accessible. You're dealing with a real person. Yeah, so you got to pay additional for the Philly shell, Taylor. I think it's I don't know how much extra it is. It's not much. It's a very small extra fee. They're going to wish later, coach, they bought that bundle. 100%, bro. 100%. Especially when they see what the price is. And what I'll do is I'm going to up the price and probably make a few little tweaks to it. And it's going to be so much more expensive. And the people that are going to buy it are still going to be happy with it because it's going to just produce results. That's the thing, man. Like, sometimes you get lucky and you pay a little bit of money for something that's worth a lot. Sometimes you pay more. Like, I paid for this mentorship one time. It cost me $20,000. It was for online marketing. I paid $20,000. And like a year later, I saw that same shit for like almost like, I don't know, like 3,000. Like I felt like I got robbed when I saw the price. However, I didn't get robbed because when I paid the 20,000, I made my money back. I made my money back plus some. So it's like, it is what it is. Like sometimes you spend more, other times you see it for cheaper. But like at the end of the day, it's about the value that you got, and then did you do something with it, right? So I mean, timing. Sometimes it's all about timing. Right now is the perfect timing for anybody who wants to invest into my stuff to get it, for this price. However, it doesn't matter when you get it, because if you get it later and you spend a little bit more, if you're serious about your goals, it's gonna pay you back tenfold. Last year, somebody bought the Master Boxing Bundle for the last Black Friday, and he said he's making $30,000 a month out of his gym now because of the information that he got out of it. Like he's making money with my bundle. It's crazy. Like he's learned how to coach properly. He's not even a fighter. He's a coach. So I mean, it is what it is, man. This is all about how you view things, man. It's all perspective. So right now, I just suggest that people take advantage of the situation that I basically laid out. You know what I mean? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Coach, I bought the counterpunch video and it's fire. I appreciate it, bro. Morning, bro. Morning, brother. How's everything? I hope you're good. I got you. I'm about to get it. Just trying to find my wallet, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. Everybody who's gotten the bundle, man. First and foremost, man, make sure you guys join the private community. Make sure you guys join the private community. And that's a lot of you guys who's in here already. Make sure you guys join the private community. Post the video. Say what's up. Don't be shy. I'm going to reply. Matter of fact, I'm going to make it my duty in the next 2 days to reply to all recent posts in the private community. So if you're in the private community and I haven't said nothing to you in a minute, I'm going to make it my duty to just go down the line. Part of my New Year's resolution, make sure I answer everybody back in the private community. You know what I mean? So again, all I got to do is lay down, check out your work, give you my advice, and that's it, man. Facts. Yeah, 100%, bro. Coach, you know any great gyms in the Tampa, Florida area? I don't, bro. I think Antonio Tarver got a gym out there, don't he? You might want to look into that. But other than him, I don't know. I really don't know. Check it out, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here, man. I'm gonna move to chop it up with somebody in here, man. I'm putting my StreamYard link in there, man. If you guys want to go ahead and ask me any questions, right now it's the time. I'll just put the StreamYard link. You guys can pull up in here, man. Come say what's up, bro. Don't be scared. I'm chilling with you guys for a little bit, man. I will be going live in December, Discipline December. That means you guys all got to be on top of your game. Start your New Year's resolution today. I won't be going live every day, like no days off November. However, I will be going live, checking up on you guys, making sure you guys are good, holding you guys accountable. You know what I mean? And just reminding you guys, man, you know what I mean, that if we want to do this, man, being part of a community is the way to do it. Being part of a community is the way to do it. Being part of people, like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's dope about going live. I start to see the same faces every day. Well, not faces, screen names. But at the end of the day, I start seeing the same people in here every day. We catch a vibe, we talk, and then next thing you know, you do become the people that you're around, right? So we're all trying to be better. Everybody's trying to get better at boxing in this community. Everybody's trying to become a better boxer, right? Luckily I've dedicated, you guys got a guy like myself who's dedicated over 2 decades, 2.5 decades to boxing. So I'm gonna make sure that I give you guys all the real information. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. I'm gonna tell you 100% the truth. You know what I mean? One thing you guys can know, when you guys come to Coach Anthony Boxing, you're gonna get the truth. You ain't gonna get the sugarcoat, cookie cutter bullshit. You're gonna get the truth. The shit that really happens in boxing gyms. You know what I mean? The shit that really works for world class professional fighters. You know what I mean? That I've had the opportunity to work with many of them. I've been around some of these top coaches. I've been around some of these top fighters. I see what works. You feel me? So we're gonna talk about what works. You know what I mean? Of course, there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to do things. There's gonna be another coach that does it another way. And if he's having success, man, more power to him. But one thing I'm gonna tell you is that you guys are gonna learn real shit here with me. We're gonna motivate each other. We're gonna try to be better every day. We're gonna stay on top of our goals. You feel me? And that's what we're gonna do, man. So if you guys get inside that private community, um, you know what I mean? It'll be even better because that's what the hell I'm trying to do. I'm trying to focus on my people. 2025, that's another resolution of mine. I'm focusing on my people, the people who rock with me. I'm rocking with them all the way. I'm not, looking for people who's not part of what we doing. Is what we doing. You know what I mean? Whatever we doing, we up with it. You feel me? If you're not doing what we doing, more power to you. But do your own thing. We're gonna do our thing over here. My man Taylor said he just got it. Let me go ahead and check, Taylor. All right, I see you, bro. I see a different name, but I see you. Thank you so much, man. You ready for those tax cuts, man? I hope so, man. I hope so. Weekend water sports, yes, sir. What's up? What's up? All right, man. So listen, guys, that's it for me, man. You guys know what time it is, man. Go to the link descriptions, man. Check out the deals. Check out the Cyber Monday deals. This is the last day you guys are gonna see these prices. One day I'm gonna go. One more time, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys all the options that you have. You got the make and miss, make and pay bundle, defensive principles 101, and how to set traps and counterpunch. We got how to box from any range, how to box from the inside, how to box from the outside. We got any individual course you want for $27. We got the 150 killer combo bundle, $27. Or you get the Grandmaster, you get it all, 98% off. You know what I mean? It's a no-brainer, man. If you guys want to start off with these $27 bundles, though, by all means, man, go right ahead, man. It's all good. But this will be the last time you guys see these deals. Oh, shoot. We got somebody in here, man. Mike, what's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Hold on 1 second. I got to cut off.
Yeah, can you hear me? Sorry, it sounds like I just lost you. Wait a second. I don't know what happened. Should have. Let me see. Maybe microphone settings. Let me see. Microphone. All sites. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. Allow. Yeah, it says microphone's allowed. I don't know what's going on.
Me, bro. My bad. I had it on mute.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. What's up, Mike?
Nothing much, man. What's up? This is our
No.
June too. He was on
Okay.
one of the super chats with you.
Okay. All right. So he boxes.
Yeah. He's going to the Region 6 Silver Gloves in December.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
December
That's what's up.
27th.
Where you guys from?
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're Region 2 here on the East Coast.
Nice.
We competed out there. We did the Silver Gloves on the West Coast. I forgot where it was because I think we did it. I think it was in Nevada, like 5 years ago. Yeah, man. But
Calvin Henderson. He fights out of Northwest Arkansas. He fought David Morrell in a title fight. But yeah, he fights out of that gym. He sometimes goes to that gym, but he goes to the other one. But yeah, he's out of Straight Right in Northwest Arkansas. So anybody here in
Arkansas, I like that name.
Yeah,
that's a dope name, Straight Right. I like that.
He's pretty good. Yeah, he Jake Paul flew him out to Dubai to train him, and then he kicked him out of his camp because he was beating him up so bad.
Is that true? Is that what he said?
Yeah. Well, Calvin has videos of Jake Paul bleeding on his Instagram.
Oh shit! He got rid of him, huh?
Yeah, he's
that's
the
good. That's the catch. That's the catch 22, man. To becoming a sparring partner, man. You know, you whoop the guy's ass, they send you home, or if you get your ass whooped too easy, they send you home. You got to be like right in that middle where it's like,
yeah,
good enough but not too good. You know what I mean? And they'll keep you the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, he was just sparring over the weekend. We went down to Dallas, and he sparred in Virgil Ortiz gym. I think he trains out of there sometimes. I don't think it's over in Irving. I think he just like goes down there. I don't think he lives. I heard he fought in California. I didn't see him when I was there, but he had some kids that were down there, and he went and sparred down there. But what I was going to ask you was, so I just got that course, right? I spent the $197, and then I bumped it for.
You got all? Oh shit! You got the master bundle. Okay.
Yeah, I got the whole thing. I mean, dude, I've been following your pricing, bro, and like you said it was a steal. I'm like, I'm getting it right now because I don't think you're ever gonna have it that cheap.
Nah, I swear, I promise you, man. People have been calling my bluff for a long time. He's always gonna drop the price. I'm going up now, and I'm staying up. It's like it's too cheap, bro. Like I'm just going crazy. But at the end of the day, I'm happy, man. You got it. You know,
but you're always gonna have more content. Yeah, you're always going to have other things that people are in.
Guys, like you could tell people, man, like, yo, man, I grabbed it and I'm learning from it. So, it's a good thing. It spreads the word,
Yeah, I noticed with yours, what you have different about your setup, because I've done some training over on dynamic striking. And I like that you have it now where we can own them. Like that's so clutch, dude. Because like sometimes, with the subscription courses, you might not get to certain videos, you know what I'm saying, or you might even forget. Like sometimes I'll have a card that I need to cancel or something, and I don't even know what's on there, and then it cancels the subscription. So I love the owning it model. I think I think there's different tiers for it, but I think that was a smart move that you went to that, because like as soon as you said that, I was like, I'm going to get, because I've seen your courses and I've seen like you were showing how it's laid out, and it's laid out like a course. That's the thing that I feel like we kind of struggle with dynamic striking, because it's not laid out. It's just long videos, and it's not broken down into pieces. You know what I mean? So that's the big thing that I'm wondering about, is like how to get the most out of virtual training, how to get the most out of it, for him, where his attention span is especially shorter, and you have so much content too. It's like, how do you focus on, you just want to consume it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so the way I suggested it's like anything in boxing, right? Like we all love the idea of like having this perfect structure of, okay, we're gonna do A, and then we go to B, and then we go to C, D, E, whatever, right? Like that's how everybody perceives it, like kind of like a karate school system, where it's the white belt and we go to the black belt. That's kind of how everybody wants to learn boxing. But sometimes, especially when you got a kid like him who's already competing. How many fights does he have?
He just had his first fight. So
he's going to nationals already?
Regionals.
Oh, regionals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. So what happened was, his first fight that he had, it's kind of a crazy situation, but I think he's going to do well at regionals. But the first fight that he had, there was only one other kid that was at the state level, and he was they had it scored where it was a split decision, and he ended up losing. Right, that was at 55 pounds. We got a call, and a kid at 60 pounds just dropped out, so he's going to be fighting with a lot of killers, But that's why we've been going around and traveling and sparring more, because he was just down there in Dallas with a kid that had 18 fights and a kid with 7 fights, and he was going toe to toe with him the entire time, So I really do think that not so much the kid with the 18 fights, but the other kid, he was doing all right. But at a certain point, it's like you said, experience is so important early on. But he's 56 walk around, so he could fight at 60. And the kid that had 7 fights that he just fought, he was doing really well against him, and he's at 62 pounds. So, I think he's going to do good. It's just, it seems like he doesn't like talk a lot. He's kind of quiet, but I think it's just the jumping around and how to stick on to like solid information, because it's like, stick to the fundamentals, but then you want to teach them the more advanced stuff, but they're not really ready for the more advanced stuff. You know what I mean? So that's
How old is he again?
He's 8. He just turned 8.
Okay, so like for instance, this master bundle that you got is gonna last you for years.
I know.
Yeah, right. Like a lot of the stuff in there, there's stuff in there that I wouldn't be so worried about yet. However, for him, yeah, basic fundamentals. Make sure his balance is good. Make sure his punches are coming out sharp. Make sure he's rolling his head after his punches. Make sure his form and technique on his punches are good. A lot of the coaching is that, like I here at my gym, right? Like I focus so much on form and technique. Sometimes I could sit down with a person and just be working one fucking technique for the whole hour, and they still don't got it, right? Like, so, form and technique takes so much time. Once they got the form and technique down, and once they have their balance down, they're not falling over their feet and stuff like that, then you can start to incorporate and adding another addition, another angle, another things of that nature. So, just keep the foundation under him. Don't neglect it. Keep, focus on the jab, the straight right hand, the hook. Make sure they're coming out fluently. Right. Make sure he's rotating his body the way it needs to be rotated. Those are the most important things. And then everything else after that are just more additions and ideas that he'll expand on, and you'll learn more about him as you see him continue to grow, and continue to compete. Like, okay, he's a guy who likes to play defense a little bit more. He seems to be a little bit more aggressive. He has a good left hook. He kind of neglects the jab, or he loves the jab. Like, you start to figure these things out.
Figure them out. Yeah, we've been figuring it out.
And then you start to just work on the weaknesses and expand on the strengths. That's really all it is. And it's a case by case. Every fight is different. Every kid is different.
Yeah.
You might see another kid. You go to one of these good. It sounds like you go to a lot of good gyms. You might see another kid doing something. It might not be for him. You know what I mean? Like, what's food for one fighter is poison for another. You know what I mean? So, you have to make sure that you know your kid and know your fighter. Like me, I know if I'm working with a fighter, I know my fight. We can't make Floyd Mayweather fight like Mike Tyson and vice versa, right? Like, and they're both great champions in their own right, but 2 different styles, 2 different body types, 2 different mentalities. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know you were saying that Facebook group, we need to upload his first fight into that group so you can give us some analysis, because he like you said in this last video, experience turns into ability over time. Like, it becomes ability. So he's still trying to figure out what his abilities are. That's where he's at. And so, I'm looking forward to getting into that course, because, he has the self-belief in himself. He doesn't have the overwhelming fear. Arjun's pretty good at controlling his emotions. He likes it, it's just getting it to go together, and that's really where sparring comes in. That's really where repetition of it comes in, because up here we don't get as many kids as some of these other areas. I mean, they're just dogging these kids. I mean, they're taking it too, so they're not having fun. You know what I mean? And
check it out. We'll check it out, man. Good thing now is I have a facility here in New Jersey, and for the people who are part of my private stuff and all that, I'll be giving out opportunities for you guys to fly out here, come train at my spot. If I
Awesome.
see that we got a kid like him, I mean, we're right next to Philadelphia. We're
Yeah.
here in New Jersey. There's plenty of kids, 8 years
Well,
old.
I'll be
Like,
down near. I'll be near DC for the inauguration, so I'll be
yeah,
around.
okay. All right, so there you go. So I mean, there's all types of opportunities for him. But he's a baby, man. Truthfully, he's a baby. No
Yeah.
disrespect to you, champ. But when I say he's a baby, I mean he's a baby in the aspect of he's just starting his boxing journey. Like he's literally like a 1-year-old in boxing.
Right.
So he's got so much to learn, so much time to grow. Be patient, have fun with it. I told that to a kid in my gym today that we're getting really frustrated because they couldn't figure out something. And I said, listen, have fun with this, man. Don't get stressed. Don't get stressed out. That's not what boxing's about. Boxing's not about getting stressed out and putting all this pressure on yourself. This is actually a place where you're supposed to have stress relief. And this is and the fact that you don't learn something right away and you don't get good at something right away is actually a beautiful thing because it gives you a reason and something to strive for, something to work towards. Okay, I got to get better at my hook. I got to get better at my right hand. Instead of looking at it as a negative, look at it as a positive. As I get to work on my hook tomorrow. I get to work on my right hand tomorrow. Okay, this is a challenge for me, but this is fuck it. I'm ready. I'm with it. So
Absolutely.
That's the beauty to a boxing training. It teaches you life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I mean, whatever he decides to do with this, it's about life. Boxing is a metaphor for life. So if he can learn the discipline, the habits, all those things, whatever he ends up deciding to do in life, he's going to be successful at it. And that's why, I mean, it's a beautiful sport. It needs to really be in the public schools. I don't understand how they got wrestling in there and they don't got boxing at this point.
It's probably the getting punched in the face part that
I know people think it's, yeah. But I mean, I know in Cuba and stuff like that, and they got boxing's intertwined into the society. You know what I mean? So hopefully,
hopefully, man, with the social media age and guys like you and guys like me out here pushing it and showing the positivity of it, you never know what the future holds, man. So we just got to keep on putting it on the limelight,
Where do you think we should start inside of the bundle? Because we're gonna open up. I know there's gonna be a ton of stuff.
I would start off with the basic stuff, like to build you from the ground up, just to see how
go back to it. Yeah, go back.
Yeah, like see where it stands, and then after you kind of feel like, okay, well, I got this. He understands all this already. Then you get to start playing around with stuff, man. Go to the angles, go to the counter punching, the defensive principles 101, and the how to set traps and counter punch. They work hand in hand because you make a guy miss, you make him pay, right? So I would start diving into that. Really getting him into the defense part, into the counter punching part. So he can understand the science.
Yeah, for sure. Because I noticed that too. It's like sometimes when we shift away from the fundamentals, it's like we got to go back. We have to go back to the fundamentals. It's just how it is.
That's how it is, bro. He'll be working the jab, working on his balance, his straight right hand for the rest of his career. So I mean, sometimes I work with pros, man. I had an opportunity to work with some good pros, and some of them I had to really break down the jab again. Like, yo, let's get back to the jab. Let's really get the most out of a jab. And I would sit there for rounds holding the mitts and on the bag, just watching them drill the jab. And it's like, dude, this guy's a fucking world champion. Bro, that's what wins fights. Fundamentals wins fights. So
how did you get like there's another one on YouTube. I know probably Boxing Gems. You ever see Boxing Gem? He does all the film analysis. Dude, he is.
Yeah, you know what? So after Raymond Ford, a fighter that I trained, won the world title, I got a personal phone call from Timothy Bradley. And Timothy Bradley told me that Boxing Gems was his boy, and he learned who I was through Boxing Gems, which was crazy. I didn't know who Boxing Gems was at the time. And I had a conversation with him, man, and we had a nice talk and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, that was Calvin actually texting me. I got to tell him to get on here sometime with you. That'd be dope.
Who's that? The fighter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to send him a link. But no, what I noticed about the way that you train, like I've like I said, there's a lot of content out there, and that's why I like that. I like dynamic striking because Teddy Atlas is teaching a lot of it, and but thing I noticed about you when I was watching your videos is you were breaking things down so methodically, like the double jab where you were talking about, it's like pouring out a cup and then bringing it back halfway and going it. How did you learn that level of precise? Because there, like you said, there are pro fighters that really don't have that level of knowledge.
Well, I've been doing this for over 2.5 decades. I think that's one of it. Even though I know what you're saying, some pros probably been doing it longer than me, but I don't know, man. I work with a lot of beginners over the years, and what I learned is that's where you really learn how to coach, because when you're working with the beginners and you're working with people who aren't necessarily the most coordinated and aren't necessarily gifted for boxing,
You got to adapt it.
you have to learn different ways to explain things in a way where you have to sometimes break down every single detail. Where,
Right,
like, if I got a guy in front of me who's like, like 20, 30 fights in, I demonstrated and he can copy me. So I don't have to sit there and explain to him every nuance of it. But if I deal with a guy who can't even step properly, I have to go inside my brain and say,
Figure out how to
do I get
simplify.
this guy? How do I get this guy to do some of the shit that's natural for me?
Yeah.
So I learned that when it comes to teaching, it takes sometimes there's some guys though that when I approach them with this, like what you just said, methodically, I guess that's the word you use. I bore them, and they they start to like doze off and look the other way, and it's like I gotta just like get to the point with them. And then there's others whereas like I gotta break it down like that, and then it's just like, so what I love about content, what I love about coaching online as opposed to in person is I can explain it as deeply as I want to, and then put it out there, and then they can take it for however they want
to take it. Yeah.
You know
That's
what
why this stuff is amazing. This stuff is, I mean, you know who you need to do you need to do that as soon as possible, and you need to figure out how to, if you know him, or I'm sure you probably have someone in the circle, or you might know him. You need to make a training video with Teddy Atlas. Straight up, dude.
I mean, a guy like Teddy Atlas, man, I respect Teddy. He's been around for so long. And he actually showed me love when Raymond won the world title too. I actually posted it on my Instagram. But I don't know, man. As like, sometimes I say to myself, would these guys even want to,
Yeah, they would.
Because he's been doing this shit so much longer than me. He might be like, get the fuck out of here.
No,
Coach Anthony. Who do you think you are? You know what I'm saying?
No, I've watched enough of his videos and his training, and we're doing one right now on the psychology of fear. He's cuss dripping out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like his philosophy of fighting is so deep that he might not even be as knowledgeable tactic wise. He is, but it's really his philosophy that's behind it that makes him
fantastic. I think Teddy Atlas does a phenomenal job at he just knows boxing, man. He really does. I think stylistically me and him are very different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like he's more of a he has more of that peekaboo, style that Custom Model obviously passed down to him. But his way of his brain process and the things that he says, and basically everything you're saying, I never disagree with him. Like 9 times out of 10, when I listen to him speak on, like when he's commentating, I'm like, yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? I agree. So maybe there might have been a few times, I can't remember. But yeah, I think Teddy's great, man. He's one of the pioneers of this, you know what I mean, to guys like me. So shout out to Tim, you know what I mean? Shout out to Teddy Atlas.
Yeah, the thing I like too about what he does is he breaks things down into the dumbest, simplest form. Like you were saying, it's the same thing. Like he does, like he'll have different sayings, which I'll write him down if I'm watching videos, which I'm going to probably end up doing to your videos too. So I need to get your email. So if I have any of that written content, I can just send it to you and you can use it and do whatever you want with it. That's how I think. I break things down into writing, but he'll have things like, don't look over the fence. You probably heard that one, right? Like your chin's up. Don't look over the fence. Don't take a picture, And it's like,
he has a lot of one-liners. His one-liners are crazy.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about. I don't know how your course is set up, but that's what's crazy about how learning management systems are set up nowadays, where someone like you can create the content and they can have written content, they can have videos, they can have all these different things at everyone's fingertips. You know what I mean? And the problem is a lot of people can't weed through the fluff of like who's a good trainer and who's not. I can tell you're a good trainer because number one, you're always doing it. You're always on here live streams, you pop up, but you're also, your content that I've seen is really, really on point. It's broken down to the ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's just simple.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And I just think that, guys like you who are smart enough to invest into yourself and to your son and invest into something that you want to learn. Like right now, we're in an opportunity now where it's like, look what we're doing, bro. Me
Yeah,
and you are having a conversation. You're on your couch.
Yeah.
You're talking to me, right? Like,
right. Yep.
I'm a little bit older. I'm probably a little bit older than you. And I look at it like I remember not too long ago, like literally like 2005, 2006, 2007. Like this was not a long time ago, at least not to me, because I was already an adult then.
Right.
And it's like we couldn't do this.
No, you had to hit the dial up and wait for the shit to dial up.
Yeah, there was a coach that I liked online and I wanted to pick his brain. I couldn't do it. I had to know him.
And that's what's crazy. That's what's and I really think this and the way information is spreading, I think it's going to revive the sport of boxing to a degree that we've probably never seen before. I really do, because information is so abundant now, and people can reach out and talk to their mentors, and they can talk to people that it's crazy. I mean, it's and then now all these fighters are getting access to these tools. Like I was telling one of the kids at my gym about online training. And I was telling the coach about it too. And I'm like, we need to bring a TV. They were like, we got one in the back. I'm like, let's bring it out. Let's watch some stuff on TV. You know what I mean?
I had a high-profile fighter, man. I'm not going to say his name just out of privacy, but a high-profile fighter who hit me up and said, yo, I learned so much from you on YouTube and I want to come work with you. And this guy's fought. And you would know exactly who he is if I said his name. And it's just crazy to me because you don't know who's watching, right? Like, you just don't know. Like, and a lot of these fighters, they're fans of this type of online coaching. They just don't speak on it publicly. You know what I mean? They'll be watching guys, all the coaches that teach online, and they'll pick and choose who their favorite coaches are. You know what I mean? And I know it's true because as a competitor myself, I was watching a lot of guys like that coming up back in the day when they had the DVDs and stuff like that. And I used to, want to watch the Freddie Roach DVDs and all those things, man. Like I would just be like excited to learn. So Russ Amber back in the day, the guy who owns Rival, he had some good instructionals back in the day. So, it's just, man, now it's even more people doing it. You know what I mean? The problem though is you got to be able to differentiate, because like you said, there's a lot of good coaches, but then there's a lot of bullshit ones. And there's a lot of coaches out there right now who they learn something for like, a couple of months to a year, and then they're already making
they're monetizing. Right.
And it's dude, you don't even know how to do it right. You don't even know how to explain it right, bro. Like, stop it.
There's the amateurs and the
game up. So you have to do your background checks on guys. You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell everybody that's listening to this right now, go and buy the course. Go and buy it. It is. I'm telling you. I looked at it like 6 months. That's, and it's not even that the pricing. I probably would have bought one of them before long. It's just, I had these other ones, but when you put it for $197 and then I got the $45, dude, how much time did you put into it to make the videos, to hire the people to cut the videos, to put it on, the site, to format it, blah, 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 blah. And then you're going to add in more content probably over time. So it's a value exchange, $250 for a lifetime of not, maybe not getting hit in the face or winning championships or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like or just the lessons that you're going to learn by being disciplined enough to go through an online course. So everybody in here, buy it right now before he cuts off. And this isn't a paid endorsement. I'm just telling you, buy it right now, because after this, he's going to raise the price up, and then you're going to be paying $200, $300 per course, and you'll still get the value from it. But why not grab them all right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying it all month, man. And honestly, bro, it's 100% facts. This will get raised as soon as I get off of here. I'll be on my team saying, "All right, man, start switching stuff around." So however long that takes, people have the opportunity
how
to
much
grab
were
it.
they a piece? They were what? How much was each one a piece? Like each piece meal?
Oh, each course?
Yeah, before.
Oh, I've sold those courses each. I've sold them all each for over $300 each.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, that
You know what
seems
I
like
mean?
a fair price point for what's in them, you know?
Yeah,
But
you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Well, like Cardone, Grant Cardone, like me. So I run a roofing company out here, right? Anybody in Northwest Arkansas needs a roof, Luck Roofing's got you. That's my company, right? So I invested in Cardone University back when it was fucking like he was just robbing. Like, I mean, he wasn't robbing, but it was just, he still getting the value. It was just expensive. You'd have to buy $1,000 per quarter of the program, and then $1,000 for another of the program, and some of them had overlaps of the programs. And if you wanted the whole thing, it'd be $5,000 for a year. Then now he changed up his business model. He got into all the multifamily. It's like $99 for the 7-day free trial. I'm like, bro, but if I hadn't paid that money then, I wouldn't have took it as seriously. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Right, right.
that's what helped me start my business. It's like you said, you invested into that and it was 100x probably return on it. You know what I mean? Now you're just trying to figure out how to not pay taxes, right? So, you know what I mean? Like it's at that point, right? But that's how investing in yourself, it just goes such a long way. Like if you're serious about this enough to where you're showing up every day and you're going to a gym and you have a coach that might be a good coach, but he might not have all the answers. Invest in a program and you're going to take it way more seriously because you're spending your own money, just like you're spending your gas, just like you're buying the gloves, just like you're that. Information is worth it. And when you're online and you're on the YouTube version, that's the welfare version. The paid version is the actual, meal that you're going to get, and it's worth having because you're going to take it more serious, so
100%, bro.
it's just the truth. It's the fundamental truth about it.
It truly is, man, and it is for all areas of life. Any area you want to improve, man, I always encourage people, find a mentor, find somebody you can learn from. And now you don't need to know these people personally, so it's a no-brainer, bro. So yeah, Mike, thank you so much, bro, for your support. Thank you for your support and thank you for your endorsement, even though
this is not a paid endorsement. I just bought the program because I saw it come up in here and I jumped in here because I just want to say I'm going to be training on it.
Facts. I'm about to put him on the team. I need him, man. I might need a sales rep, man. I'll pay you a good commission, man.
Bro, yeah, dude. I'll go and sell this to gyms around the country, bro. That's what I don't understand is why gyms, it's a no-brainer. It doesn't even make sense why gyms don't have digital programs that either they're consuming or they're partnering with someone like you so they can offer it to their clients, because when you're not around the people, that's another way to have homework, to be studied, to stay interested and stay into the fight, and it's so easy nowadays. You know what I mean? I don't know if yours has the functionality to check progress in it, but that's a big one too. I've always noticed with like online learning management systems, that having a way to like check a report card and check usage stats is just key. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't know if you remember Cardone, he was on VT Lightspeed, but that stuff was so expensive with Brad Lee,
Yeah.
But that's a big thing too. But even the way you had it set up, I just saw in there, like it's organized. It's very organized. So that's a good learning management system.
Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. All right, Mike. Well, I'm
bro.
about to get out of here, but I appreciate you, bro. Dan, you definitely guys, listen to Mike. I appreciate it. But listen, but do me a favor. Please, do you have, matter of fact, shoot me a text now.
Yep.
Right here. This is the number. This is the number that I give out, and just let me know it's you, and I'll definitely reply to you. 215-709-5437.
Okay.
Shoot me a text now so I can know it's you.
Yeah, I got you.
And I'll shoot you a text right back.
Oh, nice. Oh, dude, you got an autoresponder going. That's badass. Dude, you figured this stuff out, didn't you? All right, cool.
Did you send it?
Yep. Yeah, I got an autoresponder back from it. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, what's up, good champ? First message is automation to get you set up. Make sure you click the link. Add
Yeah,
yourself.
set it up first and then go through. Then go through and then
Cool.
shoot me another one.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I got you, dude. I got you. All right.
Yeah, man. And then what we'll do is, man, I want you to post your son in the private community.
I will.
You should have got all that. You should have got all that link information as well. And then we'll be in touch, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I'll let you know too if we have any questions on the course, man. I appreciate you offering this.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, anything you need, bro, I'm here, man. Just let me know.
Thank you for offering it to make it possible for us to get the whole thing for the price, because that was clutch, dude. So I appreciate that. And the amount of work you put into it too, because I know there's going to be a lot in there. So thank you, man. I'm very grateful.
All right, bro. Thank you, Mike. Take care, bro. That was a dope conversation, man. That was super dope, man. I swear, man, that was not an actor. That was an actual person. He just pulled up in here, had a nice conversation with me, man. And definitely, showing the appreciation for what we're doing here, man. So, guys, listen, I'm about to get out of here, man. If you guys want to go ahead and grab it, the deal is still up. It'll be up until I have my team take everything down. So you guys got a little bit of time, but not much more time to go ahead and get this stuff at basically a steal. I want to say thank you. If you guys want my number, 215-709-5437. And I will be going live throughout December. Stay disciplined, man. Stay on top of your goals. Start your New Year resolution now. Do not wait. All right. I'm starting mine right now, as you guys can see. And have a good night. Peace.